If you're watching, just hold on one moment. The show will begin shortly. Hi, everybody. Jump on. Let me know you're here. I'm just going to put the comments on here. There we go. Okay, how's everybody doing this Friday? And let's just see what's going on. Okay, so jump on and say hi. Let me know you're here. I don't see anybody on yet, so I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. Good morning, Karen and Kathleen. Thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you can see me, and I can see the comments, so we're good to go. Okay, so a couple of things. The basket behind me, that's, there we go. Everything's backwards on the camera. The Basket of Hope, just so everybody knows, this raffle's going to go off on October 31st. This is a fundraiser I'm doing for my niece. So if you want to get in on that, there is still time. Just email me or just go to stampersdelight.com and my email will be there if you want to get in on that fundraiser. She's having surgery on October 31st. That's why I'm doing the drawing that day. So we love you and we wish you the best, and I'll talk to you soon. And thank you all for your thoughts and prayers too. I appreciate that. So the other thing I want to tell you, let me tell you first, so I don't forget, I will not be on Facebook Live Sunday. I have my holiday buffet tonight and Sunday, so I will not be on Sunday night, but I will be back here next Friday morning. Okay, so now that I see people are on, hi, thank you. Yes, it's cold. Kathleen, it's cold here too. Hey, babe, how you doing? Okay, so let me just switch the camera down and I'll show you what we're playing with today, okay? Okay, so no matter what I do, I can never get this thing straight. There, that's pretty straight. Okay, so again, Rose Ward Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, Stampersdelight. There's my October host code if you'd like to order online. And to get to my website, it's stampersdelight.stampinup.net. Sometimes it's just easier to remember stampersdelight.com. And that is also where I am on YouTube. Just type in Stampers Delight, all one word. Thank you to all you stampers that have signed up for my YouTube channel. I transfer these videos over to that, and my next project is going to be doing some more videos on YouTube, so stay tuned, okay? So let's move that out of the way. Again, I want to remind everybody that the Snowflake Showcase starts November 1st. It's good till November 30th or while supplies last. Now, this isn't in color, but you can see that there's two different sets, and I'll bring this up here. So there's two different sets to order. Snow is Glistening, Happiness Surrounds. Then we have the Snowflake Trinkets, the Thinlet Dies, and the White Velvet Sheets. I can't wait to order more of these. I'm down to like a half a sheet. If you order nothing else, you're going to want these velvet sheets for your snowflakes. They are awesome. Okay, so if you don't have a demonstrator, contact me at stampersdelight.com and I'll get that order out for you, okay? So again, this starts November 1st. I am taking pre-orders right now because I will be placing an order for any pre-orders and for myself because I need another set and some more trinkets and sheets on November 1st, first thing in the morning. So let me know, okay? All right. So what I played with this week is Still of the Night, and I'm going to put it over here because this light, my husband's working on the lights here. This is Still Night, and I love this set. I mean, it's just adorable, and there's so many possibilities with it, and I'm going to show you a few of those. So if you open up the set, of course, I got some of the missing pieces because I'll be using those to stamp. So that's the stamp set. And then you got the framelets or the thinlets. Now let me show you these pieces. Okay, so you got the tree. Now this tree does not line up to this stamp, just so you know. They're two different pieces. Then you have a real detailed owl. The outline of the owl, this one, does match this owl. Then you got some snowflakes, some little tree branches. And these two things are absolutely great. I love any kind of framelits or thinlits that help me cut out the words if I don't have a punch that meets the size I need. And this one has an oval, a little tiny roundish oval, because it's not really oval. I don't know if you can see that. And then this one is a great little saying for this right here. Let me just show you, bring it up so you can see it. That saying, and the oval one fits over there. But again, don't forget to mix and match your sets, because these little framelits will match some of your other stamp sets. Okay, so I'm just going to push this over here for a minute. So let's bring in some samples, shall we? Okay, so I actually didn't do a lot of Christmas colors, I guess. But the first one I did was with our designer series paper from the Farmhouse Suite. That's the background paper there. And this one, I'll bring it up a little bit closer so you can see them. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so you can see the little framelit there where I did it in brown, sending you warm wishes, and that fit perfect there. And then I tied some ribbon around here. Now, I will tell you what I did for the owl. I stamped the owl on white cardstock, embossed it with white embossing powder, and then I sponged it with crumb cake first, and then I went back in and did a little bit darker with soft suede. Okay, so you can see the owl. This card, you know, looked great the way it was, but then I put the little red rhinestones in his eyes, and I think it came out even better. So I like him. And then, of course, on the inside, because you can, brown is good for Christmas, any color is good for Christmas. Let me just hold this up here. And then inside, of course, I used Wishing You a Season Filled with Beauty and Joy, and some of the little snowflakes. So that was my first sample. I'm holding the other ones till last. Then I wanted to also show you that he's not just good for Christmas. He's an all year round set, especially for Halloween. So this one, I don't know why my hands are shaking tonight or today. Okay, for this one I used our watercolor paper, and I used the yellow Brusho. Of course, it's got a little red in there. So I sprinkled, now I did the Brusho last video. Okay, and then I stamped the branch in espresso. I didn't want to do it in black because I didn't want it real dark. It does look black, but it's not. Okay, it's early espresso. And then with the basic gray cardstock and the, what is it, the smoke slate, I stamped him in black. And then I used some Wink Stella. I used our bat punch for some bats. Again, there's the Happy Halloween. That's from one of our Halloween sets, Sweet Treats. And then our glitter ribbon. And this, of course, is our Halloween paper with the cauldron bubble set. So you can mix and match that, and he's great for Halloween. Of course, I put some black rhinestones in his, or the fauceted dots, they're called now, but in his eyes. And of course, the Wink Stella again. So I made a great Halloween card. And again, this is with the 2 Halloween sets in our catalog. And I put another bat there. So you can use him for Halloween. Another card I did was I used our background embossing folder here, the trees. You can see that. And then again, some designer series paper from our holiday catalog. This is the copper foil, so he's embossed in copper. And then what I did was I took some pearls, and I used our bronze blend pen, and I made bronze pearls. If you can see one of those, I'll try to bring it up. See that? Because I didn't want it too stark white, so I used the bronze blender pen. And then I even put some little ones in his eyes. I just like having his eyes pop out. I think this one came out really nice. I love the way the embossing folders work with our copper. Any of our foil paper, but I don't know, I kind of really like copper. And then the inside of this one, I used a different stamp set because I wanted it to say Merry Christmas. So this is pretty cool. This is actually this stamp, which is a tree branch, right? But I only stamped part of it, and it actually looks like a little swirly. Oh, thanks, Babe. Babe says she likes the copper card. Yeah, I think that just, I mean, again, it's not red and green as Christmas, but it works for me. The next one I did, of course, was with our silver foil cards, and I love the silver and gold foil cards. I love these. I hope they carry over. So this one, I embossed in silver with the silver embossing powder and used some Night of Navy with the saying. And I'll bring it up close because you can see that I did the branch in our silver glitter paper. And of course the owl is in Night of Navy, and he does have Wink of Stella on him, but you might not be able to see that. I didn't put any eyes in him, but I think I might change that now. Okay, so when you open it up, and there's an oval, that's with our framelit ovals. If you don't have the oval framelits or the circle framelits or the square, you're going to want these because they are totally, totally awesome. And they work with everything. There's a size for everything. Oh, Fran just got this set. You're going to have fun playing with it. When you open it up, there's another tree branch in the glimmer with the sending warm wishes your way. So it's closes like that, and you can see some of the tree branch there. Oh, thank you, Stacy. And then you could add some more embossing snowflakes around it if you wanted to. So that's my other card. I feel like I neglected this set. I didn't do quite as many samples. Probably because I was getting ready for my holiday camp this weekend. So I do apologize to my set. Sorry, set. Okay, the next one I did is I used the more detailed framelit of this one right here, of the owl. And I used the Swirls and Curls background embossing with white craft ink, and I'll show you how I did that. That's what I'm going to be showing today. Okay, so this one I did in the Dazzling Diamond glitter paper. Bring that up so you can see it. So this gives it a really different look. I mean, I could put some doodads in there too. I might even do that while we're stamping if I have time. I will do that because it looks pretty cool. And then, oh, thank you, Michelle. Yes, Kathleen, you need this. And then the inside, what I did was wishing you a season filled with beauty and joy. And then I just kind of stamped the snowflakes. I started dark, went through light, and then started dark and went through light again. I like to decorate the inside too. And this is what I would use on my envelope. Okay. Okay, and I'll bring these back in when we're done. Okay, so the one I'm going to be showing, which I did a lot of stuff up front, but is this one. So it's basically the same idea as this one. This is Night of Navy. This is Blueberry Bushel. I know I tend to do a lot of blues with Christmas. I just love them. And I'm going to show you how to get this effect with the curls and swirls and the craft ink. Now this is embossed. This owl is stamped and embossed, of course, with this framelit. And then I used this framelit for the saying. This framelit is going to be one of my favorites for other sayings with other stamp sets. Let me move that out of the way. And what I did, this one is the glimmer paper, but this one, you can't see it, but I can feel it. This is our velvet paper. And the neat thing about velvet is I could sponge this and make it a brown branch. That's why I can't wait till November 1st so I can get some more of this velvet paper, because we'll be using that a lot at my classes when I get back from on stage. Oh, thank you. And then when you open that one up, and of course I embossed the owl, and I put some Wink of Stella on him. On her. She's a her. Sorry, male stampers out there. Guys. And I do have guys. Hi, Michael. Are you on? Okay. And then I did use a Merry Christmas set. This is from Peaceful Poinsettias. I try to use, when I do my videos, I try to stick with the stamp set I'm showcasing so you can see all the possibilities with just one set. But sometimes I like a different saying. Okay, so let me put these aside a minute and bring in what I'm going to do. Okay. So, of course, the first thing, I have my thick cardstock, white, my Whisper White. And I'm just going to fold that. I've already done this pieces ahead. I have my owl and my sayings. I actually did 2 of these. I've already punched out or used the framelits with my velvet paper. So those are up there. And then here comes my blueberry bushel. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my curls and swirls, and I'm going to do something so I can show you 2 different ways. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is the side that says Stampin' Up. I'm going to take my craft ink. Now, mine is an old one, so it was already inked. You can buy, in the catalog, you can get the uninked one, and it comes with the cartridge to refill it. Okay, so on this side that says Stampin' Up, I'm just going to go in here and mush some of this down. Doesn't hurt your embossing pad or embossing folder. Just clean it with soap and water. Okay, so that's the Stampin' Up side. I'm doing this for a reason, okay? And then I'm going to just put that folder in there. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot, hopefully without making too much noise. Okay, and then this one is a thin embossing folder, so it goes between sandwiches between 2 plates. And then I'm just going to roll this through my Big Shot. I think I'm on. Yeah, I'm on camera. Okay. And of course, I got the handle the wrong way, so let me switch it. I don't know why I put the handle in that way. I can actually use my Big Shot either way, but it's hard to do it on camera. Okay. So I'm just going to run this through. You could go back out if you want, but you don't have to. Look at that great effect you get. In the valleys, you can see it. Now I want to do one more thing. This time I'm going to show you if I ink up the other side. So not the side that says Stampin' Up, but the other side. Okay? Let's do that side. Now, I know I'm off camera. I'm just inking it up again. Or you can, another thing you can do is ink both sides, run it through, and see which way you like it. But I just want to show you the difference. Okay. So I'm going to run this back through the Big Shot. Get that in there. I'm trying not to shake the table too much, which is not helping me. Let me do it this way. Okay. There we go. Okay, let me move this out of the way. Okay. So now, the ink is on the other side. Okay, well, it still had some ink on it. So here's the other side. So there's the 2 different ones. Isn't that cool? Okay, so I'm going to use this one only because you get a little bit more on that, and I wanted that one. All right. So that's how you get that. You can use any embossing folder for this effect. And you can use regular ink too, would work. Okay, but of course I wanted white. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in our ribbon, which is our sheer ribbon. And I'm just, well, before I do that, let's do this. I'm going to put this right here. Okay. I want my oval right there. Now I am going to snail that down. Look at this. I got another one of those pieces. Okay. I'm going to put him right about here. I'm going to go ahead and put my branch right about here. And for this one, you can use snail. You can use your... I'm going to use this. I'm going to use my detailed glue. I use detailed glue a lot when it's a small area. You can use Tombow too. I tend to use this quite a bit. Either one is fine. Get some on the edges here. And then I'm just going to flip that around. I'm going to set that right about here. And what I like to do is take a block or a stamp pad, something, and push it down. Just let it set there for a minute. Don't forget to put this back on. While I'm waiting for that for 1 minute, I'm going to go ahead and do the inside saying. Actually, I need the stamp pad, don't I? Okay, so let's take another block here that I got. You can say I'm using all my paper pumpkin blocks because all my other ones are in the baskets for my holiday stamp buffet tonight and Sunday. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and... Wow, my hands are really shaky today. Okay, sending wishes your way. Then I'm going to take the... I'm going to stamp that off twice and just put some snowflakes there. And then this one I'll put down here. Okay, you can decorate the inside any way you want, but I like to always have something there, make it pop out a little bit more. Yes, Michelle, you get the white, you get an uninked white pad with the craft ink refill to it. It is in the catalog. You can also emboss that, okay? Craft ink can be embossed. All right, so that should be good. So that we'll put there. All right, so bring this back in. Now I'm going to take my ribbon, and I want to put that right here. So let me just flip this. So again, I won't be on Sunday, but I'll be back next Friday morning. I will be on the 31st. I'm going to jump on around 6 p.m. to pull the name of the Basket of Hope raffle. Okay. So now I'm going to bring in my saying and my owl. And of course these I am going to use dimensionals. So let's do the saying first. I like to put 3 of those on here. Get back there. As you see how you like to put some glue back here so it holds it. It didn't quite hold it enough, but that's all right. We'll fix that. I think I'll put that on the card first, then I'll put the owl on. Now, whenever you have ridges on like your embossing folders, you want to make sure you have enough snail on there to get in those little cracks and crevices, okay? So it will stay on your card. You could also do the same thing like I did with the silver embossed cards, but I wanted to do one without the silver. Then I'm going to take some dimensionals here. Again, remember I already embossed these just for time's sake. I have a little more time when I do them on Sundays than Friday mornings, but I love seeing you stampers on Friday morning because it's Friday. Okay. That's that. Okay, so there's the card. And then I'm going to bring in some rhinestones. Now the pick tool, okay, you can use the pick tool to get your rhinestones off with the picker part. But also remember that putty part right here has putty in it, and you just gently turn it and a little putty comes out. And this is the way you use that. I know I might not have showed you, it might just do it. Look, it picks it right up. And for somebody that has nails or no nails or has problems with those little doodads, it works perfect. Look at that. There you go. Now I'm going to put a couple more rhinestones on it just to, because you never have enough bling. There he is. And I'm going to set that right there for a second. So how awesome is that? There we go. Fran's asking about, yeah, it takes a while to absorb it. I will show you, let's say you're inking, you're putting the ink in there. You got to really mush it in there because this is pigment ink. Craft ink is pigment ink and it's thick. Okay, so you got to really kind of squish it into the pad. It will absorb, but you do have to kind of work it. Like if this was the ink refill, you squirt it in there and you kind of push with the nozzle. Okay, if that makes sense. Hopefully that helps you. Okay, so those are the two cards. The one I stamped and the one you see. I did them. Usually I do them a little bit different, but today I did them the same. I'm going to bring in the other cards because I want to change a couple of things. Okay. That's those. I will have still shots on my blog. So these are the two that I showed you before. And remember I said something about their eyes. So let's change those up a little bit. Okay, so let me get this out. And let me put, oh yeah. So let me bring that close up. See, whoop, this way. I like having the rhinestones in his eyes. Excuse me. Bring some putty out there. Oh yeah. And then let me bring this one in. I'm going to give him some rhinestone eyes too. Never have enough bling. Now that didn't go quite where I wanted it to, so I'll just push it around with my tool. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm coughing again. There we go. I like the rhinestones. Stampers, I'm sorry. Yes, I got my cold back. Sorry about that. Okay. So I like them with the rhinestones. What do you think? Which oval did you use on the silver one? Next to the largest one. Okay, what I did was I just kind of placed the oval there and then put the stamp. I'll show you. I took the my oval dies and I just kind of played with them and put, like, what I do is, okay, I put the oval die on my paper and I just set this there and see which one I needed. You could go larger to the next size up, which is larger, but I didn't really want a big hole because I wanted the branch to kind of hang around there. So it was next to the largest one. Okay, Fran? All right. Okay, so again, here's these two. I'll bring the other ones back in too. We've got the copper. We have the Halloween one. With, of course, Winkastella. And then we have one with the red, and this is Cherry Cobbler. Where this one was embossed. Remember, this one was embossed. Then I sponged them with crumb cake, and then I went back in and did a little in the soft suede to bring a little darker color to it. Don't be afraid to use your browns and other colors for Christmas. So one more time, here's the cards. I'm going to be pulling the door prize in a moment. And again, I will have these still shots on my blog and on Facebook. Okay, so there they are. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me switch back the camera. Hi. Okay, so let me just take a look. So remember, that's Still Night with the owl finlets. I think I went over everything. If you don't have a demonstrator and you'd like to order through me, just go to stampersdelight.com or to join my team. Again, I won't be on Sunday, but I'll be back here next Friday morning. And the drawing for today is another pack of the Dash Along Designer Series paper. So let's see who's going to get that. Just share my video, leave me comments, and I'll be pulling another door prize on Friday, okay? Number 18. Number 18. Okay, let's see who that is. Got my list here, my book with everybody's name. Number 18 is Kathy Viverka. V-E-B-E-R-K-A. Kathy, I'll be getting in touch with you. If you're watching now, just get in touch with me. I need your address. You won the Dash Along paper. Yay! Congratulations. Okay, so don't forget to share my video. Say hi. I'll be answering all your questions later on after I post the video. Okay, so have a great weekend, everybody. I will see you back here Friday morning, next Friday morning at 7 a.m. Happy stamping. Bye.